Everyone, nobody made the joke today.
Can you imagine? We were about to talk about all the episodes that did not go live.
That would have been so funny.
So welcome everyone for our little holiday recap here. So everybody was kind enough to reschedule for today. So and we missed last week. So today we're covering 6 episodes. We're in season 3, covering episodes 4 through 9. So please, no spoilers beyond season 3, episode 9. Mm-hmm. And okay, so we got a lot to cover. These were there was some pretty intense episodes here. So our first one is what was the title here? It was episode 4. It was every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
And this was a Sawyer-centric episode. Yeah. So go ahead, Gareth. You look like you want to jump in.
So basically we've got more development in the cages. It's Sawyer's backstory this time. So it's a new thing. We've not had him in jail before. And then we get a new revelation about something that's happened that he has to either believe or not believe. Do we believe it? You know, so that we can chat about that. And basically a lot of it is about the operation that they do to Sawyer or at Sawyer. And they kind of take him away from the cage and they strap him down and they do this horrible thing that involves a bunny. So I'll let your imagination go mad there. And then there's a call. I think it's at the end. Yeah, and at the end that's all resolved. So it's only one episode where this is played through. But yeah, we can talk about the revelation you get if you believe it, about his past with Kim Dickens back again. Not fighting zombies at this point. And then you've got the experiment, the operation from Ben and his naughty henchman. I think that's the main part of the plot, isn't it? Is that there's an interesting moment where absolutely, there's a huge thing that Colleen, the one who was shooting at Sun, she dies. And that's quite a big moment, obviously, because her boyfriend ain't happy. And he's got this vendetta against Sawyer. It's completely like, there's no reason for it, but he just thinks because Sawyer's cocky, he's kind of directing it all on him, isn't he? So he just goes and beats him up to kind of get rid of the tension because his girlfriend had died. But Jack's trying to save her and he can't do it. And then he sees the X-rays. So that's in that episode, because I don't know if he talks about what the X-rays are in that episode, but he sees them, and you can tell he's going, "What the hell's that?" And that becomes really important as we go on. I'll let you guys talk about the what you thought of the operation they did on Sawyer and the rabbit and all that, and the backstory. Another thing I pointed out in my notes, that Ben actually got his hands dirty and physically abused Sawyer in the cage rather than ordering everybody else to do it. That was the moment where he actually beat him up with a stick, didn't he? Which I think that might be the first time Ben's... Well, I suppose he did have... Was it Ella Lucia? He had her by the throat. I think that was her, wasn't it? He did that, but that was quite a big physical thing that he did, and that was kind of interesting in a way, because he up to now he's really just directed people to do that themselves, hasn't he?
Right.
But so the rest of it would be, I'd probably prefer to bounce off you guys from what I did say that it felt like the prison backstory was a little bit random, and I think it was basically trying to echo the conning that was happening to him on the island. And he was just then, another story where he was a con man. What was the quote? The governor at the end says, "You just lied and cheated your way out of prison." So that could be the point, that it's lying and cheating, which is what the others are doing all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Sawyer's very comfortable in jail.
Yeah.
It's not a negative experience. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
he can take care of himself. He knows who's who. You know, he knows that there's you know, something going on with the warden, that the warden has this, you know, streak of maybe a little bit of con in him, you know. The revelation, when it hit me, I was like, yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that. And I bought into it. So I absolutely believed it. That he's
I mean,
a dad.
it's very likely that would happen, whether or not
Well,
we're supposed
yeah,
to believe it or not. It definitely.
I think he knows that would happen. And the moment when he signed over everything, you know, to her, I thought that was a very indicative of Sawyer's true personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a compassionate man.
Yeah, you know, like
he's
he's
got
not
both things going on.
He's not just this con man that's out to get your money. When stuff happens like that, and he's forced to, you know, reckon with his humanity, we see a completely different side that is just so attractive.
Yeah.
Well, Sawyer, I think Sawyer is a character that one really truly horrific, traumatic thing happened to him when he was a kid, and that changed the trajectory of who he became.
Yeah.
If that hadn't happened, he would have been a completely different guy who would be a pretty decent guy.
Yeah. He'd be Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he'd be Keanu Reeves.
Nobody would hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, until he sleeps with someone and he becomes Dave Grohl. Everyone loved Dave Grohl. Here we go.
Until.
So yeah, you wait, MJ. Keanu Reeves. Oh, he gets about a bit.
No.
Yeah, I thought this particular episode was good. I don't think it was the best, but I thought it was pretty good. It's the unfortunate thing is that this is one of the things I remembered from the first time I watched it, so I knew, you know, that the whole operation thing was just not true.
But you're right, it's very good though. It's very good. I
yeah,
think
it was
the
very
island
well
stuff's
done.
better.
Yeah.
I think the island stuff's the best bit.
That whole thing with Ben and the bunny sent me spiraling so bad that I'm like, that's it. I'm done with this show. This is horrible. How could they even show this on TV? You know what I mean?
It's horrible.
First taste of Ben, huh?
I'm like, PETA people must be losing their minds right now. And then I'm thinking, he just did one of the best cons to a con.
Yep.
You know, the con got played.
Was it a shock to you when he takes him to the coast and says, "That's your island over there"?
I had to orient myself, and I'm like, oh shit, we're not in Kansas.
No, that is definitely a shift because none of the audience would have known that was going to happen.
Yeah,
you couldn't have predicted that.
Yeah.
There's a few times.
But again, I'm thinking to myself, it's only 2 miles away. They could make it. You know, like that's where my head's at.
There are all those Dharma sharks floating around. I wouldn't.
Really
true.
I mean, I only saw a fin, but there's more.
I mean, I think that moment's more about they've been tricked again. There's another thing they weren't aware of, you know, because they could.
Yeah.
If they got a boat, they'd be all right. But it's the fact that they're like, what? You know, there's something else they didn't know. Something else they didn't realize. You know, that it's that the others are the ones with power and knowledge, and our main characters are like they're just reactive all the time. You know?
Yeah, and I thought it was cute. So you know, Sawyer has this. It's like not something with his heart. They have something inserted in his heart, so he can't have an elevated heart rate. Blah blah blah. And then I thought it was cute when he saw Kate undressing, and then he's like, his heart rate. He's like, no, I'm not going to die over this.
Well, the second time I saw it, it looked like, I don't know if was just the way I was watching it, because the second time I was a bit more casual with it. But doesn't Tom give her the clothes so that she does change in front of Sawyer, so that Sawyer can then panic about
intentionally?
his...
Probably, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Because I don't think there's a lot of reasons for her to get those clothes except for that.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah. True.
Maybe
7 times?
I was just thinking, oh, it's so nice that she finally gets pants that she can run in.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
I
like
guess
the
I
idea one
wasn't
day
thinking
Sawyer
like a
will go,
dude.
Who's
I
Sawyer
don't know.
again?
Yeah, this was a really good piece. I think just bounce off what Mike was saying. This is a really good piece. I think one of the things this show does so well is the analogizing between the flashbacks and the current time, and
Like
this
the
was just
themes.
the themes and the settings, and this was perfect, right? Like he's in jail in the flashback and he's in jail here, and then you see in the flashback you got this cold guy again that's able to do cold things and while conning people, the people he doesn't know that well.
Mhm.
But then you see that for the person that he really cares about, which is this daughter that he allegedly has, he gives everything to her. And
Yeah.
then, in the present time, it's that person that really cares about is Kate, which I think is one of the most intense parts of this series of episodes where we see them in the cages, is they really showcase his feelings for not just his lustful feelings, but his genuine
Yeah.
love, that he really is in love with
he
Kate
definitely
now,
loves her. Yeah,
and
yeah.
what the things he'll do, in order to keep her safe, and even just to keep her out of discomfort,
Right.
And
Um,
I think it's a lot about his feelings for her, because later on in episode whatever it is, I talk about Kate's feelings for Jack and how that plays out really well in some of the dialogue.
mhm.
And Sawyer's definitely completely smitten.
And
Yeah.
this was the episode with the important B story too, with Desmond, time traveling Desmond. This is the first time in
The
this
first
episode,
glimpse.
I think. The
Yeah.
first glimpse of him seeing the future and what the hell's going on with Desmond, and he makes
Yeah.
the lightning rod and everything.
Which
Yeah.
begins a massive thing in the series.
Yeah, this is just the first little bit of
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
awesomeness yet to come.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that whole thing I didn't put together until that actual episode. I just thought he was trying to make like a telecommunication tower or something. Like I
It's
didn't.
like, well,
I
this
didn't-
guy has some weird hobbies. What is he up to?
Yeah.
Well, it's Desmond. Like I wasn't shocked by it, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I'm just thinking that he had something for Claire, because
Yeah.
Charlie was getting pissed,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's asking about the roof and da 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 and all these things.
He
But
got jealous
Mhm.
again, didn't he?
yeah, and that's what I was focusing in on. I'm like, well, maybe Desmond likes Claire. I don't know, but I didn't put it all together until like 3 episodes later.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because it's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's not developed until later.
Yeah, I didn't either. Why he had built that lightning rod?
Yeah, no, I just thought
Yeah,
I just thought he was like just trying to like make a telecommunication tower or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's played out really well, I think, because they don't rush it. And like you said, about 3 episodes later, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I'm wondering what's Desmond's motivation, and he's like, "Oh, you need a new roof," and she's like, "I do," and then Charlie's like, "What you talking about? She needs a new roof for?" Da, 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 da. Like
Yeah.
it seemed more relationship than he was trying to predict control the future, I guess.
Hi, Constance.
Hi, Constance.
Constance doesn't remember an evil bunny messing with Sawyer.
Okay.
It's not an evil,
Speaking, so that I thought that actually that story, the Sawyer storyline was a little bit sloppy, just because. So I get, like you said, they did that whole flashback with him to show like, oh, he's the big boss of conning people, and he also had that thing in season 1 where he conned everyone on his side of the island. So we know Sawyer as like the big guy, right? And then here they made it look like, oh, he's kind of like nothing compared to Ben, because Ben is actually the big guy for conning people.
right?
But I just thought it was a weird decision to fake putting a pacemaker in him, because I don't know, like, wouldn't you feel a foreign object in your heart?
I don't know.
Because
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know, like, I have 3 nose rings and I felt all of them on the first few days after I got them. So I'm thinking, surely you feel the difference between a scar and then a scar with something underneath it inside of you.
You would
Well, you
have
might
to
do,
ask.
but you can
You'd have to ask
easily be-
somebody who actually has a pacemaker.
I would. But then I'm
Yeah.
thinking Sawyer did have a bullet in his shoulder. So he should know what it's like to have
True.
a foreign object inside of you.
Yeah.
I think it's
And
more
then-
about the persuasiveness, when people can.
But the other
persuade
thing
you
is
of something.
that, like Ben is so good at getting into your skull, you know,
Yeah.
and making you believe the stuff that just isn't true. And that's probably, he was probably like a theater major or something in college, you know, with all of this stuff. But he has the capability of capturing and holding attention and molding it to where he wants it to go. So, you know, if he's going to tell Sawyer with the bunny theatrics and all that, that we're putting a pacemaker in you, Sawyer absolutely believes it. I think it probably is some of that psychological stuff that Ben likes to do with people.
Yeah.
Well, I would have believed it at first, maybe in the beginning, but then I don't know. Then it was.
To
Well,
me,
now
it
you're
wa-
making me eat my words, but I was gonna say, then Ben shows him the other island,
Yeah.
and he's like, "This is your island. You're on a different island." And I'm thinking, hold on, you just told me I had a pacemaker, and now you're telling me I don't, and so you're telling me it's another island. So why would I just believe you?
Mm-hmm.
But
Because
yeah,
he
I
can
get what you're
stand there
saying.
and
He
look
does
at
have
another
that.
island that's
He
right in
can
front
see
of
it.
him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah.
It's
If he
all
just
about,
told him, he wouldn't believe him. If he was
No.
still in the cage, but he took him there and showed him.
they're
Yeah, but
very
it's like,
keen.
well, how do I know it's not just another island?
Yeah.
Does he know which one's which? You mean?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
very keen on the optics. It's the
Yes.
optics. It's what we're going to present to you is ties into your belief system, you know. And so Ben is going to walk him over and say, "This isn't your island. That's your island." That's a power move like no other.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm. Why did they stop catching birds? Seemed like a good idea, wasn't it? What's the birds?
Were they catching birds? They were catching boar.
Yeah.
They weren't
Boar
catching birds. Did they catch birds?
and mangoes.
Yep. Bunny was a victim too. All eyes on Desmond, guys. Yep. Yes. You would feel it. You would feel it. So
Well,
maybe Constance knows.
We should move on
So-
to the great tragedy of these.
Wait,
Episode.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
yeah,
The next episode is the heavy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We lose Mr. Echo.
That was really sad. Yeah.
It's the worst episode in the whole
Yeah, I've heard that before. I don't think it's that bad. I think
Yeah, I thought it wasn't great, but we'll get there.
Paolo and Nikki one's the worst.
Yeah. Get there. Yeah, so we're going on to episode 5. Mike wants to go on to episode 5, sounds like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's move on to the tragedy.
So another and final. This was a hard episode for me, guys. You know, he's
Was
one of my favorite. He's one of my favorites. He's like my favorite after Locke.
I think I had a denial thing going on because I think that some people die, but maybe there's a chance they're going to come back.
Well, on this show, you never
Like-
know.
Like
Just to be
seriously,
That's
fair.
true.
you know?
But usually, people show up on this show when they come back. They're either like some sort of, you know, like Jack's dad wandering around. Is that really Jack's dad? Or they're
Yeah.
a flashback. You know, so you might see them again, but they're probably dead. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
Echo seems
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
dead by the end of this episode.
Mhm.
He had
But what a
a
way to
very
go.
He had
It's the
a
most
very
we've seen the
silly-
smoke monster.
Yeah. He had a very tragic, silly way to die too. It was just so inglorious, where he's just pounded against trees.
Mm,
It's kind of epic.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
His last words were beautiful, though. I
Oh
thought.
yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
really moving. Yeah.
we're next.
No. No.
Those were his last
Oh,
words.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
Sorry.
He said, told them they were
You're
all
gonna
dead.
die, Locke.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. It's beautiful.
Dave, remember before that he sang Nessun Dorma, didn't he? And then he said, "You're next." It was beautiful.
He said, what?
He sang Nessun Dorma. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I can't remember what was his last words, Celeste.
Well, I can't remember them word for word, but you know when he's talking to Yemi, or who he thought was Yemi,
Oh, yeah, that
and
speech.
he
Yeah.
says, "I do not
Saved my
ask
brother."
for forgiveness because I did everything I had to do to survive." Or he
I
said it
think-
much more beautifully.
Yeah,
said
that
I-
was a great scene.
He said
Yeah.
he didn't do anything wrong because he saved his brother, which you know he
He
was in
said
a-
something like, I didn't ask to be given this life, but nevertheless it was given.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I did the best that I could with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so eloquent for a gangster.
Yeah.
I think for a last episode for Echo, this did a very good job with the character. I think it was
Mhm.
worthy of the character. And I remember when I watched this when it first aired, I couldn't believe it. Like at the end, it's like, no, he can't be dead. No.
Yeah, he's so
I
good.
didn't know about any of the backstage stuff that was
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I didn't know any of that. And so to me, it was just out of the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah.
who
Well,
does
up
this?
until that point, he was he had major scenes. Yeah, he was
Exactly. He was a major
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
what
we
was?
finally find out what he was building that church.
Yeah. Because he owed Remy a church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is? I didn't have time to go look it up, but I was wondering if it sounds like there was a backstage reason for this, Mike, or
He
Yeah,
asked to leave at the end of season 2, didn't he? Like,
oh,
He was not happy. He was not happy living in Hawaii. And so
Yeah.
he wanted off the show.
oh no, he signed a 1-season deal, didn't he? A 1-season deal, and then they persuaded him to stay for a while, and then once Anna Lucia left, because she had the same problem, she wanted to leave as well.
Yeah.
They persuaded him to still keep going because they wanted him to die in the way that he died. So they said, "Look, we've got a really good exit for you.
Mm.
Let us do this and then leave." So he wanted to leave well before.
Yeah. He was not
Okay.
happy.
Yeah.
And from things that I've heard, that he was not easy to work with either because he was not happy.
Wow.
oh,
And so there was all that drama going on, but of course, just watching the show, you don't know any of that, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because he is a great actor and he's giving a great performance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So whatever was going on, he did not let that affect his work.
Yeah.
He
But it's
did
interesting,
a
though.
heck,
He's
yeah,
not in any of the bloopers, though. So it's interesting that a lot of the cast kind of hung around together and ate together and stuff like that. And some
But
of those
not
people
him.
like them see, but
Yeah.
yeah, you don't see him around. So maybe that's
No.
part of it as well, that he just didn't want to be involved because he wasn't enjoying it.
yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
So that's kind of interesting.
But this
yeah.
episode also gives you a different perspective on the smoke monster and
Yes.
what is going on with the characters that they see,
Yeah.
who they think are, like, he thought this was his brother, just like Jack thought his father was his father.
Yeah.
But
now
then
we
his
know. It's the
But
smoke
now
monster.
his brother's like, why are you talking to me like I'm your brother? That was just so great.
That's creepy. That's what it was.
Creepy
Yeah.
and terrifying, and suddenly,
Yeah.
okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it was it's lore building right there. You know, we're learning more stuff, and the smoke monster, which turns out is a very important thing on the island. We're learning more about that, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of in this show. I feel like in this show, there's a lot of. I guess there's a lot of what you would call scary moments, like just
Mhm.
in terms of thriller scariness, right? There's this action going on, and you don't have somebody, you know, like there's people are in danger all the time. So it's that kind of scary. But like in terms of like, you know, like a cosmic horror kind of really
Mhm.
scary, where you're like, you know, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like those don't. There's not a
Yeah.
ton of those, and this was one of them.
Yeah.
Which I think is why they wanted him to die like that, because it's quite a dramatic death and it's a big one for a big character. You know.
Yeah,
I'll be right
I just meant when he said to him, "You're speaking to me like I'm your brother." You know?
Yeah.
That was so
Like,
creepy.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I like
god.
the actor that plays his brother, though. I think the actor that plays his brother is really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that actress that played the mother in that episode.
Oh my
was good
God.
as well.
My laptop is in your truck.
No.
I'm winging it on my cell phone.
Get the laptop.
Oh, I gotta get it.
All right, quick
MJ,
pause.
we can hear you,
Pause
by
while
the way.
So Dr. Bob.
Oh, that's funny.
The big reveal of the day now.
Yeah,
is that
right.
MJ was operating without notes until this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Where you going?
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I thought it was really fun when the sorry, am I
Okay, buddy.
cutting off
Oh.
MJ's moment?
Is there
All
any
right,
more
anyway, I'll go
comments,
ahead.
Dave? Is there any
Yeah, I thought it
Oh,
was
yeah,
really
let me-
fun when Nikki and Paolo kind of jumped in on the whole, you know,
Yeah.
getting to see the bunker
Yeah.
bandwagon.
And
Although it
there's
was
there's a very meta line, isn't there? Because is it Nikki says to him, "Well, you're always
Where am I
playing,
at?
you're not involved." Yeah, so that's obviously a reference to the fact that we haven't seen him before, and that's 'cause they got
Exactly.
involved.
It's like they
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was abrupt, but it was also like self-aware, which was hard. Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I just don't. Yeah. And they had a great moment later on. When was it? Episode 6. Whoops. Episode 6.
I was thinking that if this were like a George Lucas production, he would have gone back to the early episodes and put Nikki and Paulo in the background.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There'd be special edition scenes with Nikki and Paulo.
CGI versions of them.
Exactly.
They're like flopping about. You go, that doesn't even look real, George.
Okay.
Desmond has a pleasant way of sashaying.
Wait.
There's a line later on, because obviously he says brother a lot, but it was very Scottish when he said pal. At one point he says something like, don't worry about me, pal, or something like that. And pal's a very Scottish term of endearment, so I thought that was good. I don't know if,
so that previous comment that just showed up on the scene saying that episode 9 is the worst, it's the second worst.
Yeah, I think that's a weak one. But you got feedback. Your other one's still on there, MJ.
Is
Have
it?
you changed your hair?
Yes.
I'm not sure that's really her.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me remove the
Are
other
we
one.
supposed to have costume changes all the time? I didn't realize.
There we go.
Go on, get your top off, Mike.
There we go.
Paulo and Nikki Richie. Yeah, sad about Echo.
Yeah. What backstage stuff? Yeah. He didn't want to stay on the show.
Mike was just. Yeah. Is MJ doing ASMR? I was a little worried about you for a minute there.
We're good. We're good.
That's a third channel, Whispering This Life.
So,
Oh gosh, can you imagine Lost ASMR?
It'd be fun.
Like clicking on the buttons, like yeah.
So, can I give my little quick interpretation of what happened with Echo's death? And
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
So, I felt like, because so much of the show is about redemption, right? And these characters, trying to get redemption, and Echo looked like a classic example of that, right? That he had been such a horrible person, and that he had turned things now, become a religious guy. And I felt like here on his exit with this final flashback, they kind of showed that he hadn't really turned things around up until right before he came to the island, that he always stayed a bad guy, like that he never really got rid of that. And that and when he did speak to John right before the death, then they said John had said that he had seen, when he saw it, he saw a bright light, and Echo said he saw the black, what did he say, blackness, or that he just saw black.
Yeah.
And so it was almost like the island was done with him, or the smoke monster, whatever you want to say, was done with him, because he never really did find that redemption. But I don't know. That was just a little. I don't know. Anybody get that kind of take on it, or?
Yeah, well,
bit.
his story is a redemption story, right? As far as how the smoke monster is picking and choosing, well, who knows? Because all the revelations about the smoke monster come later. At this point, we're just like, what the hell, know?
Right.
And,
Well, we had one big one. It was that the smoke monster was those people that were dead.
right.
That was the
Yeah.
start of that.
This actually doesn't spell that out. It certainly implies that, because every time the smoke monster disappears, there are more dead people showing up, and it certainly gives you the impression that the smoke monster is at least connected with those dead people, and it certainly gives you the impression that the smoke monster is those dead people.
I think it's why they put that line as director saying,
Exactly.
I'm not your brother. I'm not.
Yeah.
Why do you talk to me like I'm your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dead people keep appearing, but also their bodies aren't where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone else is using their bodies. It was this episode that Nikki suggested they turn the TV screens on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you see the man with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you see him.
Yeah.
So MJ, did you say, oh my God, more stuff? Did you?
Yeah. I
There's a
wasn't
lot of that going on
ready
in the show.
because I was traumatized how many times during this episode. Started with funny, ended with Echo. And I really want to know what Desmond knows about Smoke Monster.
Mhm.
Like he was there for how many years? Like he should know
Sorry,
something.
what was the last thing you said? I missed
3
it. Say it again.
years?
Yeah, 3 years he was there.
3 years.
Yeah, but
something like
Desmond
that,
was, remember, he was pretty locked away the time that he was on the island.
So he wouldn't
Yeah.
know about Smoke Monster?
No, he didn't go up because there was a big thing about quarantine, wasn't it? Because him and Clancy
Yeah.
Brown kept saying you can't go outside.
Warren.
Yeah. They believed they couldn't go outside, didn't they?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Constance wants you to do the ASMR channel, MJ.
You'll get a lot of royalties from it. YouTube would love it. Just saying.
But I saw a clone.
A clone of who?
I thought I saw a clone.
Clone? Well, like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, what do you mean there, Constance?
Wait, a clone
Yeah,
of who?
and-
Yeah, let us know.
Or a
Yeah, like a
clown?
person or like a clone, like a robot?
Or a cyclone?
I gotta say, I'm surprised that they didn't spend more time turning knobs at the TVs and such.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
find that there's one thing that shows up, and then why don't they go scrambling to see if any other ones are showing up?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was all
I
for our benefit, wasn't it? It wasn't really a plot thing. It was for us to see the man with the eye
Yes.
patch, wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just what his name is the man with the eye patch.
it?
That's
He's
his name.
now-
Eye patch man.
The
Okay.
eye patch man. Yeah.
So in my copious notes here that I'm looking at, I have To Kill a Mockingbird secret messages for Ben to go off during the surgery. is
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
There was that.
I
There
love
was
how
that.
there's little literature things sprinkled all through this series. It's just it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Wait, what
she
was
fit-
the To Kill a Mockingbird one?
So she's saying that Jack is going to watch The Kill a Mockingbird while she's sending him that video, which she's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was
She
a
hates
fantastic sequence. by
I
the way.
love that scene.
Yeah.
It's such a brilliant scene because
Yeah,
I think
Juliet
they think-
showing the secret message, showing
Mhm.
Jack the messages was diabolical.
It was.
Mhm.
but it was like up to that point, you know, there's something going on with her, but you don't realize how much she hates being on the island.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, so that's obviously really important for her.
She just continues to get more awesome as things go on. Yeah.
Although at this point, you don't really know if because we don't find out yet about her story until the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't
or
know
whatever,
her
but-
motivation.
She is saying kill Ben, so I think
Yeah, but I know the first time, and still every time I see it, it almost feels like you don't know if she really wants to be saying that, or if it's
Yeah.
another manipulation of Ben being
In-
like,
in
"Hey,
the-
pretend
Yeah.
like you're
I
on,
did
on
write
his
down
side
in
or
the same
whatever."
episode she flips, so she does change her mind during that whole thing. But
Yeah.
then obviously she also, it's clear that her motivation is to get off the island, so she wants to save him later on for that reason. But definitely
Yeah.
when she does that video, she clearly is thinking like that, and then she changes her mind again. I think just to protect herself, she thinks that she's in danger, so she's very self-motivated, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think when you saw it, MJ, like I think here in this episode, I think all we see is the cards, right? We just see where we first get the taste of it with her showing him the cards under the guise of it being a movie. What did you think was happening there? Did you think that Julia really wanted him to kill Ben, or did you think it was more games?
No, I thought that she had an angle, and I thought that she thought this is the only way that she could deliver the message without being watched, because we know that they can hear, we know that they can see, and the only way for her to communicate safely with Jack is through pen and paper in that format in a videotape. I thought it was brilliant, diabolically brilliant.
So you believed she didn't want Ben to see it, therefore Ben didn't say to her, "Go and tell him that you want him to kill me."
I don't think Ben had anything to do with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
But I think that's what Dave's getting at, that it could have been a massive con
Yeah,
right
no.
from the beginning. But I don't
I
know
was
what it
curious what your take on it was when you
No,
see it.
I thought that was honestly her trying to convince Jack to help her by killing
Okay.
Ben. Yeah.
Because I think her performance for the whole thing is quite subtle. She's a very underplayed actor. She underplays
Yes.
stuff, but I think it is really clear she's not happy. You know, I think she's a good actress. I think it's like she doesn't overact, and I think when she's like, she got that poker face where she's just like clearly not saying stuff, And when she kind of almost smiles, it's like she's like thinking, "What? How do I trick these people? How do I get out of this? How do I get home? How do I, you know?" So I think that's, to me, that's why I thought it was a video that was sincere. The sign was sincere, because she just looked really pissed off all the time. You know, I mean, like she's literally when she's giving him his food, she's literally rolling her eyes, going, "Oh, can you just eat it?" You know, because she can't be asked. She thinks the whole thing is just annoying. You know, so I think she's not going, "Yeah, I love what Ben's doing, and let's screw with him, and let's," you know, she just thinks the whole thing's annoying.
Yeah, and let's not forget, when we met the last time, I was talking about how all these ladies are lining up to be Jack's type, right? And people were saying like, "No, what do you mean by that?" Blah blah blah. And then Ben interrupts, kind of a semi grilled cheese intimate moment with Jack and Juliet, and then he spills the beans, and he's like, "Yeah, she looks like your ex for a reason."
But in the next episode, I think that was just him saying it, because in the next episode we find out why she was put on the island.
Ben literally said, "MJ's right."
I felt validated.
We'll leave it there. Let MJ do that. You know, we need to do that.
That was Ethan.
That was Ethan.
Oh yeah. That was Ethan.
That was real Ethan.
In a flashback.
That's real Ethan.
Yeah.
We see Ethan. We see
That's
Ethan
the
a lot
next
more
episode,
dead than
though.
alive.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
What have I got here?
What else?
I think we've said everything I wrote down for this
They
episode.
made it to the they make it to the hatch. Okay. And that's why I just have Echo's gone? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people died.
And then he said, "We're next."
Yeah.
It's interesting. In an ensemble show, they don't tend to kill if they're doing it right. They don't tend to keep killing people, and I think they had the right balance, because it was so shocking when it did happen. You know, I think the shock goes away if people repeatedly get killed. You know, in some shows.
Yeah, but on this show, you never know.
Yeah.
Everyone's
already on this show. There have been a lot of people who died who you just wouldn't have predicted would die.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you have to think of that going forward. Okay. And I remember thinking that when I was watching the show the first time, it's like, geez, anybody on the show could die.
Yeah.
You know, nobody is safe really, except for probably Jack, you know, and Sawyer. Yeah. They're probably dead, but you never really know.
Yeah.
Although I will say it was pretty I mean, it seemed like a violent death, but it's the same kill from that the smoke monster did last time, because the smoke monster only killed 2 people, being Echo and the pilot at the very, very, very beginning.
So you're saying smoke monster's not imaginative?
I don't
He just bangs people around trees.
So predictable. Oh my gosh.
It's your creativity, man.
Boring.
And so
I guess we didn't see it on screen with the pilot.
Yeah, you saw
So
it
it does
time.
feel different, but it's pretty on brand for the smoke monster.
Yeah, it's on
But
brand.
I think when it's the pilot, it's deliberate, because obviously that's just mystery. You're like, what the hell's happening outside?
Yeah, that's episode 1. You
it's
can't be
just-
too, obvious about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this next episode, Kate continues to disappoint MJ, I think.
With
Probably.
the wig
I thought it was a
budget.
brilliant backstory. I thought it was really well done.
I do.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fiction the first couple minutes. Chat wife. A lot of fiction.
I was watching this, I was thinking,
Like
Kate
Philly,
really
wasn't it?
is the worst. You know?
Yeah.
But she's torn. She's on the phone to him saying, "Can you leave me alone? Because I'm happy." And then she realizes she can't stay there. But she does say to him, she likes him. She wants to stay.
Yeah.
What's she call herself?
knows
Angie
she's
or
living-
something?
She knows that
Monica.
she's living a lie.
Monica.
She's living a lie. She doesn't bake cakes and do all of that and go to the grocery store. She's not that girl.
Taco Tuesday.
You know?
I mean,
She wants to be
says
that girl.
he says, "I'll make you a deal. I will leave you alone if you can stay, and not
Mhm.
keep going on the run." But
Yeah, because she comes clean, doesn't she?
but you
It's in her
can't. You won't be able to do it.
It's in her blood.
You know?
She's feral.
Mm.
That's it. Can't domesticate her. Nope.
Yeah.
She's a tiger.
I can't believe you just described her as feral.
She's just nothing but
You
trouble.
just started.
She climbs
whether or not
out
a
of
woman
her
should be
cage. She's feral.
Yeah, that's true.
MJ, you just
Yeah.
debated whether or not a woman
Multiple
should be
times.
domesticated.
What?
But she
You just talked about whether a woman should be domesticated or not.
I said she
she
can't be.
climbs back in.
I know,
too.
yeah. Like that should be what men should be doing. I don't think we should be
Get the fuck
domesticating
out of
women.
here. Domesticate.
It's
Make me dinner.
interesting.
Gareth,
use
go
of
make me
words.
dinner.
I think Gareth was just surprised to hear you even like characterize that as a possibility.
Yeah.
For Kate to be domesticated?
That a woman could be
can't domesticate
domesticated.
No. Unless they want to. And if they want to, then there's a part of them that don't want to be. Trust me.
Yeah, but it's I thought it was played out quite well because obviously Nathan Fillions' character was a cop as well.
It was so nice to see him.
Yeah,
I'm like Firefly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all kinds of people show up on this show.
I know it's
Literally,
crazy.
all kinds of people.
My
Oh,
God.
yeah. I remember him from Desperate Housewives.
Well,
Yeah.
I think of him now, of course, as Green Lantern with the terrible haircut and the new Superman.
Yeah, he's just James Gunn's mate, isn't he? Because he was in
Yeah.
the Guardians films as well, wasn't he?
Right.
But yeah, no, he's great, isn't he?
So we have that section of this episode, and then when we get back to the island, Jack doesn't want to help Ben. Jack's just like, die, dude. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
He's like, he keeps saying, "Why would I help you?" It's so brilliant. They're going,
I'm not gonna
"Can
help
you
you."
help us, please?" And he's like, "Why do you keep asking me to help you? You've like been
Yeah.
torturing us."
So then they
Right.
bring in Kate. They bring in Kate to tug on the heartstrings and try to
Mhm.
convince them to help Sawyer. What did you guys think of that scene?
I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you thought so as well.
I
Well, you
thought
know,
it was very intense, but I knew that what she was serving Jack wasn't real, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What, until the end, or in general?
Like in that scene when she's trying to convince Jack to do the surgery to help because of Sawyer, and
Yeah.
it's such a sticky situation with that love triangle.
Which I wrote down. The scene with Kate and Jack is written well. Natural dialogue, like they've both got other things in their minds when one of them's talking. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's like just got this sort of red rage going, "Why are you here? Why are you here? Why do you?" He's not quite listening, and she's trying to answer his questions and trying to get to the point she wants to make about Sawyer, and then and it's just interesting because the way they're talking is how you would talk. You had 2 minutes and you hadn't seen each other for ages, and you cared about each other, and she has to make this point about Sawyer, and she ends up just starting crying and just saying it. When she'd been saying other things before that. I just think it was really naturally written.
Mhm.
and well played too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, really well acted.
really, really effective scene. And Ben is just so evil because he knew that to control Jack, he needed her, and to control her, he needed Sawyer. You know,
Mhm.
But then when it doesn't
Yeah.
work, he's really pissed off, and he's
exactly.
Like, he's like, get rid of her, and he's just like, it's like he's going, well, what now? That was my ace in my sleeve,
Yeah.
But what he doesn't know is going to happen is that Jack's going to see them all cuddling up, and then he's like,
No.
"Oh."
I
Right.
think
Get me
that
off
was
this
so
island.
intentional. I think they left that door open way on purpose.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
big
true.
time.
But at that point, they keep thinking of new things. Well, how do we persuade Jack? Because he clearly thought Kate talking to him was going to be enough.
Wait, but he saw that on the screen before or after Kate came in to talk to him?
After.
Uh,
And he
after.
says no.
After.
And then after he sees the thing, he turns around to him and says, all right, I'll do it, but get me off this island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
Yeah, I mean, it
says
wasn't-
he says no, and the way that he tells off Ben, and he's like, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen to that tumor in your back, and this is how you're going to slowly die.
Mm,
I thought it was just genius.
I
because
love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
so cold-hearted. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is Jack that I've wanted to see the whole 3 seasons.
Yeah, he says all that and then says, and I ain't going to help you. You're going to
Yeah,
die.
like no,
Yeah.
no bueno.
And I just, in that sort of tone, I just love the fact that every time they said, can you help us, please? He's like, fuck off. No, why? Why am I helping you? And obviously he's in a rage all the time, but it just makes sense that he'd be like, why do you want me to help you?
Yeah.
Why do you
And
think
then-
I'm going to help you?
And then the Prince Charming move, I think, when Jack decides to do the surgery, is because he knows that Kate really loves Sawyer. Right?
Well, I think he realized that he lost Kate. He lost Kate to Sawyer.
Yeah,
So
I think that's
not
the
about
feeling,
who loves who. I think it's the fact that at that point it was Sawyer and Kate.
Yeah, I think at that point he's accepted that, but he still wants her to be safe.
Yeah.
And so he's like, he comes up with this scheme to, okay, I'll do the surgery, but then he does that thing in the middle of the surgery. It's just, well, you better let him go, otherwise he's gonna die. And
slashing the kidney. Yeah,
which was brilliant.
So good.
It was just
Absolutely
so
brilliant.
good.
And I love Tom in all of this. Tom is hilarious. He's like, what's going on?
Can I tell you? Can I just tell you? Tom is my new boon. I can't stand.
Oh no!
I think he's hilarious.
Oh,
Tom
I
is
can't.
I think
hilarious.
he's hilarious.
I can't stand
It
him.
was kind of
Like,
funny
he's
though.
like-
Yeah.
Tom
When
is
he and
just
Jack
really
are-
ordinary, isn't he? He's just like there, and he's just like obeying
He's
orders,
taking
but
up
he's just like,
space for another actor. No, thank you.
oh,
Look,
you don't
and
think
he
the
is-
acting's good.
I literally cracked up when he and Jack were up in that observation window, and he's like, "I'm Tom, by the way." You know?
Yeah, how can a man not
So
read the room?
ridiculous.
Yeah. Jack's gonna be like, "What? I don't give a toss." It's so funny. Yeah.
It was
'Cause
more
like-
interesting with his costume.
Yeah.
Can we just step back for 1 sec? I think because I may have missed something. Like it wasn't clear to me why Jack was so enraged when Kate asked him to do it, and she gave him a legitimate reason because they're going to kill Sawyer. Well, like, why was he so enraged?
I think he hates being manipulated. I think that's what it is. Every time,
Yeah,
they
because
say,
that's
"If
what
you
she
do
was
this," he does it.
doing.
He hates it. He wants to be in control of his own actions.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
looked
because-
genuinely angry at her.
No,
Yes.
I think it was because
No,
she comes
think it
in
was.
and because she had a bag over her head and she's looking real sad. And I think that's the first time he really saw her cry. And he's like, "What did they do to you? What did they do to you?" And she won't tell him. And so he's just trying to
He
get it
keeps
out of
saying,
her. I
he
think.
keeps asking how she is, and she's
Yeah.
crying because really Sawyer keeps getting tortured. She doesn't. They don't really do much to her, but
Right.
and he must be thinking all sorts because she's crying. She's not saying what actually happened.
Mhm.
And then when he does say no, he puts his head to the camera and shouts at them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
annoyed at
yeah,
them.
yeah,
He's
that's
not annoyed
right.
at Kate.
Yeah.
He's annoyed at them.
Oh,
He
okay.
hates being manipulated.
Mhm.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think he's angry that they used her as a manipulation.
Exactly.
tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're
Yeah.
right.
Because it's like you can see,
He's just the
you can see his
conduit.
blood boil. As soon as she says they're going to kill Sawyer, he's like, "Oh my god, she's telling me this because I have to do this thing I don't want to do." You know, that's
Mhm.
that's what makes him angry. It's
Yeah.
it's not even probably that they're going to kill Sawyer. It's more the fact that he has to do something about the fact that they're going to kill Sawyer. You know, he doesn't like the fact it's his responsibility that they're going to kill Sawyer.
Mm.
You know, he's just
And I'm
annoyed
always-
about being manipulated.
I'm always forgetting the actor's name who plays Jack for some reason.
Matthew
Shepard.
Fox.
Matthew Fox.
Yeah,
Matthew
Fox.
Fox. He's great. He's so great
Party of
at
Five.
this point in this
Mhm.
in this role because he's just great at being just stressed out,
Just Jack.
enraged.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's just got it down. You know.
They're like, we need someone who's good at being angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But he's
pretty much
riveting.
what-
You know, you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to watch it. You know.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
excellent stuff.
yeah.
I saw some interview, and I don't remember what it was about now, but I saw some interview that Kate did, or Evangeline Lilly did, about some kind of like reunion thing they did, or some kind of recap thing or something. And he was like the only one that didn't come. And
Well,
that
there was
Oh, really?
it didn't
was that-
surprise her. Yeah, go ahead.
It was the documentary that they just did like last year, the Lost documentary,
Okay.
and he didn't do it.
Yeah. And she
Yeah.
said it didn't surprise her because she said he's like such the artiste, you know, like he's really, really focused on just the craft of acting that, you know, it didn't surprise her that it wasn't anything like there was no ill will or anything. It's just, that's not his thing. You know, it's all about the art. And so it didn't surprise her that he didn't want to be involved, you know?
I think that was a polite way of saying he's a crabby person. And
Oh.
just
That
didn't
could be
wanna do
too.
Maybe.
Who knows? But-
I heard he was really awful on set, and I just heard he's not a good
Wow.
person in
Oh.
like in real life. I think he's just not like in
Allegedly.
a bad way, but just in a crazy ego kind of way.
Party
heard.
5 will do that to people.
Yeah.
All right, let me scan through my notes. So I got some zingers in here, I think.
Oh, I've got a question for everyone.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Is Danny a bigger dick than Ben?
Danny.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. There's a method to Ben's madness.
Yeah.
Danny's he's just anger. Bottled up anger.
No, wait. He's angry because when Sawyer tried to make when they were breaking rocks in the quarry, and Sawyer pulled that move
Mhm.
where he like kissed Kate and then he beat up everyone. But I think
Yeah, but he was
Danny's
a
one of
dick
the first
before
ones
that.
that he punched. So Danny's got a somewhat legitimate reason to get back at Sawyer.
He's just a dick.
No, I think he's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's just
He's-
angry.
He's just a nice agent. Do you know what I mean?
And
When
his
he-
girlfriend died.
But when he gets shot, nobody cares really.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
Oh, I cared. I was very happy.
Those are
yeah,
facts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and when Sawyer was repeatedly smashing him into the thing, that was well.
That was great.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Do it.
But like that scene later on when Juliet gets off, they were probably like, "Well, it was only Danny,"
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
But a big moment in Juliet's story though, because that's clearly not what you're supposed to
Oh.
Mm.
do. You know, are we in that episode? That's the next episode, isn't it?
that's the next one. Yeah.
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 So
Well,
I
you're gonna say something, Jay.
I have some notes here. Let's just finish up 5. So are we? No, this is it.
Six.
All right. So I have Kate does not love him, meaning Jack. She's playing a role to get what she wants. That smile on her face the smile is on her face as she leaves. She does have this weird smile when she pulls away from like the glass, which is kind of weird. I don't know.
Really, I didn't notice
I
that.
didn't know.
Yeah. Sawyer is so emotionally damaged. I want to help him.
Yeah.
He
He
is.
needs a hug.
At this
Okay,
point, he's a very
well then-
sympathetic character, isn't he?
Okay, so
Beginning.
wait, we're in this one. Okay, so this is where Kate does the jungle gym and goes over to Sawyer's.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it's game on. It's game on. And I was sat and I had my popcorn and I said, let's go.
I
That was
love
the scene
how-
you've been waiting for.
I love how
2.5
casually she
seasons.
climbed out of there.
Waiting for that.
I'm like, what's the physics of this now? Like how they're on camera, what are they showing? What are they doing? Like, I don't want to know everything.
I have a pretty good
Tell the
idea. I
truth.
know what they were doing.
Tell the
but that
truth.
was just
Tell
me.
the truth, MJ.
I have no idea.
You
I
rewound
don't
and
understand
watched
any of
that scene multiple times, didn't you?
I did watch it once. And then I rewound it and I watched it twice because I wanted to see
Uh-huh.
what are they doing, you know? Okay, and then
There's
All
more
right.
development with Alex as well this episode.
yes. I have speakers. The speaker said try the door. Who is
Mhm.
telling Jack to try the door?
Alex.
Alex.
I think whoever left the door open.
It was
and
Alex.
that's when Jack found the guns.
Hmm.
And then Jack spied and saw Kate and Sawyer on the TV. And I said, oops.
Boom, chicka, wow,
Um,
wow.
Yeah. And then I said, Jack's getting off the island. Live together, leave alone.
Yeah, quote from Jack.
No, it's live
Live
together,
together,
die
leave
alone.
alone.
Yeah.
You know?
What's that? Say again.
No, I came up with that. That's an MJ original.
Oh.
Kate's backlash, and she tells the truth surgery. Juliet is acting squirrely. Drama in the OR and the cages. What was that story on the beach? What was the story on the beach? Oh, the story on the beach. Remember that?
Which story?
Is that when? Is that more? Is that more
Did I roll into 7? I think I rolled into 7. All right, sorry guys. I
With
think I rolled
Sawyer
into
and the what's his name? Carl?
No, the story on the beach is the one that Jack needed.
Oh yeah. When Kate
Oh,
Jack
that's
asked Kate to
Yeah, you're
tell
right.
her this.
I could not-
Oh, yeah.
Were you guys able to
Right.
remember it when you're watching the when you're watching it? And I'm like,
No.
what's the story?
But
It-
that was a really nice Jack and Kate moment because that
Mhm.
was there. You can tell from that was definitely deliberate. And the director said to them, everyone else has to look uncomfortable, like they were in a private moment between the two of them, and
Yeah.
they were kind of like awkwardly listening when they felt like this is just for them two. So I thought that was really well done because again, that was reinforcing the fact that there is stuff happening with Kate and Jack, and it isn't as simple as Kate
Right.
and Sawyer getting it on. You know, there's other stuff going on.
Okay, and now we roll into episode 7, and that's when
Bef-
episode
before
6
you do
is
that,
like,
sorry.
run.
Yeah. Before you say that, this was the cliffhanger. There was a big 18-month gap between that episode and the next episode. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So if you imagine when we watched it the first time, they're like run, and then they go off, and then does he kill him? Does he not kill him? We didn't know for ages.
Wow. That
Yeah.
I don't think I would have survived.
Yeah, that was one of the problems with this season, is that, you know, it seemed to go on forever, but when you watch it like we're watching it, it's fine.
Yeah.
The way we had to watch it the first time, where there are like these huge gaps, or it was. But
the binge thing is weird, isn't it? Because I feel like we are benefiting from the slowness of those episodes now.
Yes.
But we're also not getting the cliffhanger. We're not getting, oh my God, what's going to happen? And like all that time when you're talking about it at work, you're talking about it, you know, all these different people. Did you see that episode? Oh yeah, what's going to happen? All that's not happening because we watched the next one 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
But we're
you get a
used
mini
to that
cliffhanger
now.
once a week.
Yeah, you get
once every 3 episodes.
Like last night, I was jonesing to watch it, and I'm like, I can't watch it. We got to do the show first.
Yeah. So I think it's a double-edged sword. I think it's good when a show gets a bit slower, but you don't get hit by the cliffhangers.
No.
You know. But yeah, it's interesting that they decided to do that though. They ended it with that. I think that's a really cool ending.
And it was how long?
18 months apparently. 18
That's
months gap.
almost 2 years.
No, weeks.
Or 18 weeks.
18 months.
Months?
I'm sure it's 18
months is a
months.
year and a half.
18 months?
I think that's what I read. No? Was it 18 weeks?
That's impossible.
18 weeks would be 4
They wait
months?
2 years now for Doctor Who to come back. That's a regular thing.
You trust me, we did not wait over a year.
Okay.
6
Maybe
months.
between the
That's
middle of
6
the season.
months.
It was a big gap anyway. It was definitely a big gap.
6 months sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's more common, isn't it? Yeah. But I don't know if there was a writer strike going or something. I don't know. But anyway, I probably read it wrong. Or was it really? Yeah, I read it wrong.
There was a writer's strike, but that didn't really hit the show, I think, until the end, because the next season is shorter than this season, and it was because of the writer's strike.
Yeah, I think it's the last 3 seasons.
There's all the normal writers went away, and there was just a nutcase who said, "I'm going to fuck around with this short series from season 4."
But it's interesting that
I just swore on Dave's channel. Sorry, Dave.
But it's interesting. This one came back with a Juliet.
Hey?
And we finally get the we get the backstory on Juliet.
Oh,
not important.
Yeah.
Loads in this one. I wrote.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Gareth.
Oh, okay. So Juliet's backstory tells us loads more about what she's kind of doing on the island, and more about how reluctant she was and how they tricked him to go on the island. So that was kind of like running through the whole episode, which was really cool. Although I did say that on the island, present day island, she does flop all over the place in the episodes, manipulating Jack and then switching back to send people to get Kate. And you know, so that's a little bit funny. And I wrote that Tom's character is interesting because he's kind of in the middle of it all, just like an ordinary guy that's just watching, go, what's happening now? You know, which I thought was funny. I wrote that the music when they're being shot at in the woods is so Jerry Goldsmith, Planet of the Apes.
I was thinking that. I was thinking this sounds like the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lovely homage.
Yeah.
And our first appearance, well, Alex returns, so Alex is back in it properly because she helps him out. And then she's like, I'll help you out, but you got to save my boyfriend. And obviously that's a big thing. That's really cool, all those bits. And then the first appearance of Richard Alpert. So MJ, you're like, who's this guy? So the guy that, does he say his name is Richard Alpert or just Richard? I can't remember, but he goes
I can't remember either.
Yeah, he goes up to her in the past and says, we'd like you to work for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says to him, I don't know, it takes something like a bus to run him over, you know.
Yeah, jokingly.
It's amazing.
But that was a moment for those of us who watched the show before to say, "Oh, there he is!" You know,
He ends up, he's a big thing. And then there's I think there's a kind of like a thing where I wrote Tom's face when Juliet says she's going to help Kate and Sawyer. I think it cuts. I think he's in the frame and he just looks like, what? It's like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Something funny. And then that whole Clockwork Orange stuff when they find Carl.
Right.
It's so,
Yeah.
because he's clearly getting messed up, and that's just all that stuff is like brilliant. And again, the others are doing that, but there's a sense that they might be using techniques that were Dharma Initiative stuff.
Oh, it's all Dharma. Yeah. That's all Dharma stuff.
What was that room for?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. And oh, then the other thing I wrote was I've already said it. So yeah, loads and loads going on because the Carl stuff's really big. Juliet's development is loads, and like knowing about her fertility. She's a fertility doctor, and the plot with her sister was really good. And all the Jack stuff with what he's doing with Ben was brilliant. And Alex helping him out, and was it that episode that was? Yeah, it was. It must have been. That was that episode where she shot Danny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so cool. Again, that comes out of nowhere. You don't expect her to do that, because she's in deep doo-doo now.
Well, this episode really shows how much she has changed. She is a different person in the flashbacks than she is at this point on the island. Like her experience has really changed her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Her saying she needs permission from her ex-husband to make a life decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'll have you screaming at the screen.
Everywhere. That guy's had such a massive resume. That guy who plays her ex-husband.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was he in? I watched a show where he was a focal point, but I couldn't place it. I'm not sure.
One of the things he was in, and I thought it was such an underrated show, was called Revolution, when electricity went. He was one of the villains in that. I thought it was a really cool show.
Oh.
Very Lost. It's like one of those post-Lost shows. But I thought that was good. And he is the main villain in the Negan and Maggie Walking Dead series as well. I don't know if you've been watching.
Yeah, well,
that.
he was born to be just a slimy villainous character.
Yeah, he's a spy dude. Yeah. He was like Alias. Was he an Alias?
Yeah. He could have been.
It was J.J. Abrams' show, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. House of Cards might be.
I think he was in House of Cards, maybe.
It's funny when character actors, sometimes they're born to be someone's best friend, and sometimes they're born to be a mum, and sometimes they're born to be a villain.
He was definitely born to be the slimy villain. Not just a villain, but a slimy one.
Yeah. But yeah, so all that stuff I thought was done really well. And I had forgotten the when she says, "Oh, run over by bus." It wasn't until it actually happened. I was like, "Oh yeah," so I'd forgotten that. So yeah, there's loads going on. I thought it was really good. Really
and
good
then one of the biggest revelations is Ben is Alex's father.
Oh yeah, you don't find that out till now, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, was that this episode?
Yeah. She says something like, "Your father won't happen if you go on the boat with them."
Yeah.
I said, so Rousseau and Ben made Alex?
Well, probably not. Remember that Alex stole it.
A lot of sex scenes going on between Kate and Sawyer, and now Russo and Ben, maybe.
But then we know Juliet.
Daniela begot Alex.
That's for Valentine's Day.
Ended up with Ben. Ben raised her. Clearly, that is the way it happened.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well,
Juliet's a fertility doctor. There could have been all kind of science experiments going on. So we do learn that Juliet has been on the island for 3 years, 3 months, and 28 days.
Mm-hmm.
She's
instead of 6 months.
And she's counting.
Yeah.
She's counting.
She's got the stripes on the wall, man.
Yeah.
Kate does tell Jack the story on the beach, and Jack says, "Do not come back for me. Do not look. Do not. I'll be fine. Do not come back for me."
Mm-hmm.
Ben promised Juliet that she could go home if she convinced Jack to save him. So all right. So I guess the anesthesia wasn't that great, because how was Ben awake when he's
well, there was that line. He said Jack's not an anesthesiologist.
Yeah.
No, but did they have one there?
They would have done something local for where they were operating, probably.
Yeah, they said, Ben said, we used to have another doctor, but his name was Ethan and you killed him, buddy.
Yeah.
And then the art installation with Carl blew my mind. I'm like, what am I watching here? I mean, really, what an art installation.
There was a very important slide that you wouldn't have noticed, I don't think, MJ, because it's only, I think we'd only noticed from later things, but they do mention, they have a word up there that we would have gone, oh my god, but you probably would have missed it because it was up there for a moment, and there it was like foreshadowing. So
But did you all go, oh my god, when you saw it?
Do you know what I'm talking about, guys?
I must have missed it, actually.
There was a sentence. There was like loads of stuff flashing up, and there was
Les,
a
did you
sentence
catch
up.
it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't have. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
I mean, I know the
No.
scenes where things were
It's
flashing.
just you,
but
Gareth.
Yeah. It's the part of the show I hate the most. So that's my big clue for you guys. But yeah, that's the thing. But you know when Juliet was first in it, the first episode of season 3, MJ, you were like, I don't know how to read what she was like in the book club, and she sort of says something derogatory about Ben. Oh, he's not here. You know, you don't give a shit about the book club sort of thing. And I think that consistency, you know, she hasn't got any respect for him. She's frustrated by him. She wants to leave. She doesn't like it all. And I think that is why she was like that about the book club. She's just irritated by the whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's very passive aggressive towards him. Not so much in front of him, but you know, when he's not around, for sure. Her true feelings come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a fan of Ben.
No.
I mean, the actress kind of acts like that in other. I've seen her. She was the main person in the remake of V as well.
Of which show?
She played Faye Grant's character. Don't know if you. We're all fans of V, surely. Yeah, the original 80s
I'm a fan of the old V. I never saw the new one.
I didn't watch the new one.
I've never seen either.
We should pause for a moment and say, the old one's amazing.
On your list.
So we all love the old one. But yeah, I watched the new one, enjoying it. It didn't have the magic of the old one, but then I was like 12 when it was on. But she was playing the Faye Grant character, the blonde actress in the original one. She played that character.
Cool.
Then she does act in a similar way, so she has got this sort of understated kind of reading her face thing going on. You know, she doesn't overact. She doesn't eat the scenery. You know.
Yeah.
She's not Alan Rickman.
No one's Alan Rickman.
No.
If Alan Rickman played Kate, it would be a very different show.
It would be.
Alan Rickman and Josh Holloway.
Yeah, getting on. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Do you want to see that, MJ?
You're on the wrong island if something like that's happening.
You could probably like put in a prompt in AI and get that probably.
It could be a really cool gay survival show.
All right.
No, but you can really tell that Juliet doesn't believe Ben anymore, because if she's was supposed to be there for 6 months and she's been there for 3.5 years, you just know Ben said, if you do this, I'll let you go like 10 times already. So she's probably or whatever.
He's been
she knows by now how full of it he is.
Yeah.
So.
All of the tricks that he's been putting on everybody else, he puts on his own crew. You know, he's not. No, he's a manipulator. That's all.
Absolutely.
And I don't believe that fight that he had with Sawyer. I do not believe that he had the upper hand at all. I'm like, fake news, not happening.
We had a big.
I gotta share something because I saw a deleted scene from this episode that I thought was pretty cool between Ben and Alex. So Ben is in his office, which we don't see at all, which is probably why they cut it. But
what does it look like?
It's really cool. It's like a greenhouse. So he has like this wooden desk type thing, but it's all plants around him. It just genuinely looks like a greenhouse.
Okay.
It's very, but I'll send it to you after the live. But he's just sitting there doing paperwork, which is like kind of random. And Alex comes in and she's like, oh my gosh, where's Carl? What did you do to him?
Where's Carl?
Where's Carl? And she's like, he says, he's in a room, or we captured him or something, and he needs to be punished, or he needs to understand how to behave, basically is what he's saying. And then Alex is like, oh man, like I hate you so much. Like to his face, she's like, I hate you. I wish you would die. And then Ben is like, well, you might get your wish because I got a tumor. And she's like, I don't care. And she leaves.
Mm.
and it's so visceral. And Ben is just like, you
That's-
feel bad for him for like a tenth of a second, and then
That's
you're
why
like,
they cut it
"Oh,
out.
but
They
it's
don't
Ben."
want you to feel bad for Ben, even.
That's
I
probably,
think it's also
yeah.
more of a shock when you see Carl in that room. If you don't know it's
Yeah.
coming,
That was
You're like-
wild. That was wild.
Anybody? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, did everybody on the island have to experience that? Or is that just punishment?
yeah, I think if you're naughty, then-
I don't know. You know what? I'm genuinely still baffled by some things.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was a Dharma experiment of one kind, because Dharma
Yeah.
was always experimenting with all kinds of stuff, and now Ben is using it as
yeah,
a tool to either brainwash or correct his behavior. You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Dharma
also
Initiative were experimenting on doing those things, weren't they?
he also is just like, oh my gosh, Alex, you're 16, and it's kind of like just daddy control issues. Like, oh my gosh, a guy's interested in my daughter. My daughter likes a boy. I think
Also,
he's just
she's clearly not 16.
yeah, right, exactly.
And I don't think it's just father-daughter relationships. 'cause
There's no
when my
foundation
daughter
on
had
the
a
island.
boyfriend, I
She
didn't do that
can't
to
look
her boyfriend.
16. Yeah,
True.
no. So yeah, it was a cool scene, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. The whole episode was really good.
Mhm.
It's really good.
Anybody
But
know?
it's followed. I think it's followed by the best episode, though.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, it's Des, isn't it?
This is a good
Well,
one.
hold on one sec. Before we get to back to Desmond, anybody notice when they broke Carl out and that guard Aldo? That,
What, the actor?
yeah, I mean that guy. Yeah, the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Anybody notice what book he was reading?
No, I didn't see the book.
Oh,
I couldn't.
no.
I
I think I did at
was
the
trying to
time.
make it out.
I
Which
did
one
at
was
the
it?
time.
Brief History of Time.
Oh.
There you
Yeah.
There's the shadow in the next episode.
Also, I thought it was interesting that they had the apes like music, and they named him Aldo, which was a character from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Little Easter eggy things.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's an accident. I think because Michael Giacchino is a fantastic composer, and he's
Yeah.
like the successor to John Williams, isn't he? So
Mhm.
he would have massive respect for the Planet of the Apes score from Jerry Goldsmith. So I think he was like, "Oh, I'll use that and pay a little homage." I think that's deliberate, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, very good. The music in Lost is brilliant all the way through.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And can I just say for the record, I know I'm going back an episode or not, but Colleen's send off, that's how I want to go out, man.
Oh yeah, the Viking funeral.
Light
That
me
was
up.
really cool.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
it. Viking funeral. That's it, man.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, no, it's happening. If I'm gonna be cremated, that's the way I'm going.
It's so,
I just have a question because earlier you were talking about the music and how there was kind of an ode to Planet of the Apes. But do you know if Michael Giacchino did Planet of the Apes, or did he
He
score that?
did the original. What, you mean the new ones?
The old ones.
He wasn't alive when they did the old ones. He's a young guy. Michael Giacchino, he's like in his 30s or 40s or something.
Oh, they're
old
that
films.
old?
They're old, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first Planet of the Apes came out in
Yeah.
60.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Celeste. There's 10 films now. It's the most amazing franchise. And about 4 years ago, me and Mike said we were going to watch every film and do a video about them. And we'll file that under Cage of Souls.
But after Lost is over, maybe this is something we should do.
ooh, I would do it too. I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
actors is in Planet of the Apes and also Lost, but he hasn't shown up yet. So
Okay.
Oh, I know. Do you mean the guy that always plays tall thugs?
what? There are
He
a
always
lot
plays
like that.
He plays like henchmen. No, always. He plays like proper aggressive bastards.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he was in the last Planet of the Apes movie.
The Canadian guy.
Yeah. No, he's
Yeah,
brilliant. He should play those roles. He's brilliant.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
And
he's
he
been in it at
was-
some point.
Unrelated, I can recommend the movie Abigail. He was in that too. It's really good.
Also, did you notice the smoke monster was played by Andy Serkis?
Oh, is that his name?
No, it's not. I'm joking. It wasn't.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
I think
never mind.
Andy Serkis would be like.
I'll
15.
play like that.
But yeah, no, it's brilliant.
So now
Okay.
we have one of the best episodes of Lost ever, followed by one of the worst episodes of
Yeah.
Lost ever. Which is an interesting
Really?
combination.
You think that's one of the worst?
Well,
Well,
if you didn't think
a
it
lot
was
of people
bad,
say
then
it.
good news for you.
Good news for you.
I
Yeah.
think it's that bad.
Okay.
MJ,
I have a lot of
lot
notes for
people
that
say
one
it.
too. All right.
Okay.
Reddit says it's bad. I don't think it's that bad, but Reddit says it's bad. And the internet's a bit funny like that.
Get into it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's get to talk about Desmond first.
So
So what's
eight-
the episode
Yeah, the
called
Des-
again?
This
Flashes
episode
before
was-
your eyes.
Flashes before your eyes.
Flashes before your eyes.
episode was legitimately fantastic.
Yeah.
It raises everything on this show. If it was already up to 11, this takes it up to 14 or 15.
14
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah, and it's kind of science fiction, but then you hit that woo moment.
Yeah.
Oh, this is way woo. You know,
It's very woo.
Love it.
it's
But I
very
think the-
woo.
But the
I was
important thing about
thinking
this
we're
episode-
hitting season 4 levels of woo here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not quite. There's
Not
moments
yet,
in-
but we're getting a
there's scenes
first
where you
taste.
just go,
We're-
what is going on? And it's not as
I love
bad.
it.
But yeah, I think the important thing is the scenes between Desmond and Penny. Their relationship is a real relationship now. You can see how much they love each other. Penny's got loads of scenes, loads of dialogue. It's much more real rather than just like right at the end she's on in an Arctic boat finding, do you know what I mean? It was like that was real, and those scenes were amazing because they have got proper chemistry.
That relationship is the best in Lost, I think. And the scenes were just soul crushing. There's soul crushing moments in this episode.
Yeah.
And
because Desmond's not got no control over it. He doesn't understand it. That's he's a victim of it, isn't he?
Well, he is a victim because he's a victim of fate, and he knows, he was literally told, if you don't follow this destiny that you don't want, if you don't do this thing, everybody on Earth's dead.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he's got that to deal with.
Before he gets there, though, he has that horrible conversation with Penny's dad, who is a absolute tosser.
Penny's dad is the
gosh.
worst.
Is he
How
the biggest
vile.
villain in the show? Who's the bigger dick, Danny or Charles Widmore?
Whitmore is probably the worst.
Yeah.
How can someone so sweet as Penny come from that guy?
I was going to say, how can someone as sweet as Alan Dale, the dad in Neighbours, play Charles Widmore? Because he's like literally he was like the epitome of sweetness and loveliness in Neighbours.
I can't even imagine that because I only see him as Whitmore.
He didn't get
just
stuck in
worst.
he didn't get stuck in the same train as Juliet's ex did.
No,
He was
No,
able
he's
to
still-
break out of his
yeah.
personality, which is good.
Um,
Send him a
but
good
yeah.
actor.
Well, let's remember when this episode opens, right? So, what do I have? Oh, the boys found out about Echo.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
yes.
we find out the other character that's prominent killed him, and that's the island. That was the first time I think that I heard someone say, was it Locke? I don't even know. But the island killed Echo.
and Saeed
Mm.
like responds in a way that he believes it. Now
Yeah.
he wouldn't have believed it before. He's like, okay,
For
he
sure.
doesn't, he doesn't go what? He's like, okay,
And then this is where Des hears Claire drowning, right?
yeah.
And runs to save Claire, but nobody knows that he can hear her yet. They're just thinking like he's running off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does go in the ocean to save her. Everybody's like, how did this happen? How did he know, that she was drowning? And I just have to say that no one on this show knows how to do CPR properly.
This is true.
You too? You noticed that? Not
Absolutely
even
true.
So you
Jack.
take your glasses
Not
off.
even
I thought you were gonna
Jack.
say something really serious
No,
there.
not even Jack. Like, I'm sorry.
I think Desmond didn't even do CPR. He just went full on mouth to mouth, and then he's like,
Some CPR.
Like he tried it, and I'm like,
Television.
come on, writers! Like, can you get the medical stuff correct?
"Yeah."
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, then the boys get him drunk, and the bottle is significant that he's going to be drinking again. He's like, hell yeah, I'm drinking this stuff.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he doesn't spill his secrets. He doesn't really tell them anything. he doesn't tell them and says, you don't want to know what I experienced when I turned the key.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And this episode is so great because you expect it to be a flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not.
He's
You
there.
know, it's just
it's
he's
his
living the
present day
flashback.
Desmond. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
living the flashback as it happens. It's fantastic.
I wrote down this is a big shift in the narrative from subtle suggestion of faith versus reason before to a serious debate on changing your past or future and all about predestination and all that. That's when that now becomes a big debate.
And this is where I'm going to mention that, I'm obsessed with the books.
Oh, go on.
When Charlie and Hurley were going through the stash, Sawyer's stash, and Charlie pulled out a book that, once again, there was one book that they made visible. Anybody see what it was?
Oh, it was mine. It's with Brown Yelp Gang, wasn't it? I remember.
It was Nabokov's Laughter in the Dark.
Ooh.
Which I have not
what
read.
Is that about?
I have not read, but I looked it up, and there's two significant things about it. Okay. One is that it's about a guy. It's to follow a mistress, but it's a guy that leaves his wife, and to go. I think it was pretty much to follow a mistress, whatever. I didn't read the book, but the more significant thing is that years later, Nabokov rewrote significant portions of it to rewrite the story.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I like
are they implying that Desmond can rewrite his story?
Well, he can't.
Wow.
That's the whole. He tries. In that.
Well,
ring
he almost
scene,
did.
the incredibly freaky ring scene where he's like, "Yeah, I'll take it."
No,
you can't.
And she says, "You can't do that." That's the first appearance of Eloise.
Did anybody catch the polar bear on the wall for Penelope's dad?
On the wall.
No, I didn't see that. There's a polar
bear.
Polar bear poster on the wall. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Brilliant.
I'm like, meeting with daddy has polar bear on the wall.
Yeah,
she's
That's
the
funny.
actress who plays Eloise, I think, is brilliant. She's not like theatrical, like very kind of legendary British actress.
Yeah, she's been in a million things.
Yeah, it's kind of like Judi Dench.
She's Data's mom.
Yeah, she is Data's mom. Yeah.
She's Data's mom.
She's been in tons of stuff, but yeah, she's so right for that part, and
she very much reminds me of the Oracle from The Matrix.
In this episode, kind of, yeah.
It's so good the way she directly says, "You don't do this.
Yeah,
this is wrong. You don't do this.
It's not your timeline."
You go, what you want about? Brilliant. And I thought it was clever, very subtle the way she says, "Look at your shoes," and then they sit down, and then obviously the shoes become relevant later. Yeah, because he's like, well, "You knew that was going to happen,"
And she's like, good.
Yeah.
That was very unsettling when she says,
she's very unsettling.
You don't read the ring.
Character.
Yeah. And I put it must have been from Penny's perspective when Des suddenly says, "I can't do this," and then like they have like the most amazing romantic day, and he's like, "I can't do this." She's like, "What the hell?" And then he carries on talking. He starts rationalizing and saying, "Well, I haven't got any money, blah blah blah." But at first, he's just like, "Can't do this," and they're having a really cool time. So I thought that was really funny because if you think about it from her point of view, she's like, "Where's this come from?"
Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
If I were her, I would have grabbed the picture and torn it and thrown it away and be like, "All right, bye."
And I love the fact that the picture is fake as well. There's that guy just bringing down the back. Do you want that backdrop? Do you want that backdrop? What about that? And have this one. It's lovely jubbly or whatever. He's very English, which is great. That was cool.
But they did such a great job with that scene. So brilliantly acted. Everything about it was great because he can't figure out what the hell are you doing, and he can't say I've got to push a button on an island, It's just
because he doesn't know that she knows about that.
Yeah, exactly.
As in Eloise, I mean, unless you're talking about Penny, he doesn't know that woman knows about that. But that's just so brilliant, the fact that he goes back to the past and he meets someone that knows everything that's happened, and says, if you don't carry on what you're doing, you don't do what you're supposed to do, everybody dies.
Mm.
Mhm. And also the point that the universe course corrects. So if, it didn't happen to so-and-so then, it's going to happen to so-and-so in the future a different way.
Yeah. That's why he keeps
Yeah.
saving Charlie, and in the end he just says to Charlie,
Well, that was
"You're
the
gonna die."
terrifying ending. Which
Yeah.
we're just like, I wasn't saving her, I was
I
saving
was saving
you.
Charlie.
Yeah. In my head, I thought the universe was coming for Claire.
Well, yeah, because it
Ooh.
makes it
Claire's
think like it's going to be Claire.
Because she had so many brushes with death, and
Yeah.
now it's like, no, it wasn't never meant for Claire. It's meant for Charlie. And I was like, oh no.
I mean, and it might be because he's Mary, I don't know, but me and my wife Ali, when we watched it the first time, we were like, no, you can't get rid of Charlie, and there's that sense of when he says it, it's like, oh my god, this show is gonna do that, because the whole point of that dialogue is that he's saying it's gonna happen at some point. It's gonna happen. So that was shocking. I was like, no, not Charlie, get rid of Claire.
I loved when Charlie was playing on the street and Des ran into him. I thought that was
yeah. He says to someone who leaves him some money, he says, you leave me a number if you want. So that was funny. Very rock and roll.
I loved it. Do we get to see more of her?
Pardon?
Do we get to see more of her, the lady like an oracle?
Oh, Eloise?
Yeah, it's barely possible.
Garrett said
you will find out in due time.
Well,
I like her very much.
Yeah.
For very long.
Is she in Dharma? Is she a Dharma person?
All I'm going to say, MJ, is when I said that there's moments in the show next season when you're like, what the hell is going on? She's in the thick of it.
Okay. All right. Because I absolutely loved her introduction as a character. I loved her store. I loved everything she did. And I love how she broke through the wall and she's like, you're not supposed to buy this.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Loved
Absolutely
it.
Brilliant. I love that. That's one of my favorite scenes. I loved it.
Yeah. So good.
And again, Des is just constantly reacting. He hasn't got any agency all the way through the show. It's like, I've got to press this button. And now I've now gone into the past, and now I'm going to leave Penny. I don't want to leave Penny, but I've got to leave Penny. And now there's this mad woman telling me that I'm going to kill everybody. Just like he is just drifting through the show, being pulled about like mad, isn't he?
Yeah. Wild. But I did love that episode. You're right about that, Michael.
Yeah, this episode was great.
Really good. Really good.
Yeah.
And Desmond's hair was on point. On point.
Unlike every other character on the show, they do okay with Desmond's hair.
Yeah. Well, can't say about Boone and Jack the same,
Yeah, maybe they got to do more with Jack because he's balder. So it's like we need to invent
His
hair.
hair's growing out. And can I just say the flashback of the reintroduction of Ethan creeped me out.
He's such a creepy dude.
I'm like, the dude's got a little bit hefty. I don't know how to say it, but he was a little different in his face.
Part of the Ethan thing is that he's standing behind cameras going up.
I know.
It's like
think about this actor. He keeps getting called. It's like it's lost. It's like I died. They keep calling me. I'm already dead.
Oh, man.
I'm working on Broadway. I can't do your show. We've written this scene. You got to do it. Yeah. I'll come over in the morning.
He's always flying to Hawaii constantly to play a dead guy.
Telling you.
Right. So should we talk about episode 9?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
So much to talk about.
So why do you guys not like this episode?
Okay. This is what's wrong with this episode.
Mike's right. Mike's loaded.
I want to hear
do this.
All the flashback scenes in this episode, which are a pretty significant part of this episode, were all crap. They were all crap. It was lame. It was just, this is like the first really truly useless flashbacks I think that I can think of that were just stupid. The stuff that happens on the island is decent, but it could have made a better episode.
I think
what happens on the island is interesting to a point, but you could have made a better episode out of it. So you just end up with a lame episode. It's not the worst episode of Lost. There's definitely one that is definitely worse than this one by far.
Well, I would humbly say it's better than all of season 6. So.
That's not true.
Spoiler. Stop.
But that's my humble opinion.
Okay.
Most people, I mean, it is this one and the other one you talked about, which we haven't seen yet. Those are two episodes that the internet doesn't like. But I mean, I thought it was all right. I think it's like you said, the island stuff's good, and you know, I was very enchanted by Bei Ling. You know,
Yeah.
she's all right. And I thought the tattoo stuff was really stupid. And I was wondering. I did write down. Was it a bit odd? Were they?
Wait a second. You thought that just like that whole sequence of those scenes were stupid, or you thought the tattoo itself was stupid?
I wrote down, were they inventing something in Thai culture that wasn't actually there? I've never heard of them having a specific tattoo that only Thai people can have that means something that if anyone had that tattoo, they go mental, start beating them up. To me, that just sounded really weird that Thai people do that.
Yeah,
The most peaceful people in the world, and they're going to just like attack someone because of their tattoo. It seemed a bit weird. So
Well, it sounded kind of woo-woo magical cult-like. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
So if you weren't in the woo-woo magical cult, like you didn't know about it. Do you know what I mean?
but they also the way because that is fine if it was about the woo-woo, but they kept referring to their culture.
Yeah,
which made me think. I don't know if it sounds a bit naughty that they're inventing. I think it's invented. I don't think there's anything in Thai cultures like that. Yeah. So I thought that was a bit silly. So you know, I didn't really mind the episode in a lot of ways, but I thought that was really silly.
Also, to be honest, Jack's reaction to like him being a bit of a control freak does make sense for his character, but just his decision to follow her and then be like, put it on me like that. I don't know. That was a bit out of character, even for him.
It's very odd.
He's very obsessive compulsive when it comes to certain things. So
he is super obsessive, but even that was just kind of weird. It's like,
I mean, what they could have done if they wanted to have him in Thailand, having this great adventure that he's thinking about while he's in the cell, they could have had a different side of Jack that we haven't seen before. Very relaxed, chilled out. I love being in Thailand, kind of Phuket thing. And he has his relationship with it. And it doesn't have to be particularly dramatic to make a point that he's not one-dimensional. They could have done that. You know, that he's full of rage on the island. And actually, he had this great time in Phuket where, you know, he met this woman and blah, blah, blah. And actually, some people might go, well, what was the point in that? But I think there'd be a point in showing a different side to Jack.
I think that the point would be to show that, in fact, what makes him toxic is being around his dad, around his ex-wife, all that stuff.
Yeah, when he leaves it all and he's just on his own, he's that guy. Yeah.
Something about like the toxicity that comes from within us versus the toxicity that is brought out of us in certain conditions.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting. That would have been a cool episode, Gareth.
They could have been a better
writers.
Yeah.
I think the idea is all right, but
the interesting thing about Jack is that he's trying to get home, but home is the worst place for him to go.
Yeah. You know? So let me ask you guys if you caught this, because I had to rewind it a couple times to figure out what was going on.
She's watching it on VHS.
Yes, and I had to get my pencil and get the tape back. So the episode starts with Sawyer and Kate and the boyfriend are on the boat. Kate wants to go back. Sawyer says no. Jack told them not to. She's like, we have to go back. We have to go back. And he said, no, we're not going back. The kid on the boat said, he'll kill you now. Wait, I gotta put my glasses on to read the rest of this. The kid on the boat said, he'll kill you now. Jack is in his cell. They're handcuffing him. He walks by Juliet. She passes him in one direction. He turns around and sees her in cuffs, right? All right. So here's Jack, and Juliet's going like this. Okay.
Yeah.
And Jack keeps going over here, and Juliet's in a cell going like this. How's that possible if they're going in different directions?
I'm going to have to watch the scene again.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because it looked like Juliet, but then it didn't look like Juliet. But they had the same clothes on. What's going on?
Well, there are not two Juliets. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
So if something like that happened, it could have just been a mistake.
Yeah.
Those I just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
she passes him in one direction with the handcuffs on as he's moving in his direction. He sees a cell with someone that kind of looks like Juliet rubbing her wrist. How is that possible? Literally, it happens not even 10 seconds, like 5 seconds after he passes her.
Huh.
And I'm like, is this island woo woo? Like, what's going on?
But
It
I
is,
think
but it's not
the
that woo-woo.
continuity
All I-
person was a bit woo woo on that day.
Yeah, all I
Yeah.
noticed was that he saw that she was handcuffed and was in trouble. That's the only thing I got from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Go
didn't
back,
see.
go back and watch that scene. Let me know if that,
Okay.
for some reason, it stood out to me.
You just mentioned the beginning, and did you all pick up on the fact that Sawyer was singing "Show Me the Way to Go Home"?
Well, yeah.
So that was obviously a nod to Jaws, which was 3 people on a boat drifting around singing, and that was 3 people on a boat drifting around singing. So
Which leads you to think that a Dharma shark would just show up.
I wish. I
yeah,
wish.
and eat Sawyer's legs. Yeah, Robert Shaw. Wow, what a performance! Yeah, go on. This is massively influenced by Spielberg, isn't it? This show actually. J.J. Abrams loves Spielberg, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, then the lady with the blonde hair. At first, she reminded me of the lady with the blonde hair from The Matrix, and I'm like, is there more Matrix connections here or something? But it's not. It's the adult.
Isabel.
It's the adult Christina from Mommy Dearest, and I was like, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. She's just stone cold. Just
Maxi poker face.
Talking about the
Sheriff.
sheriff? Yeah.
any
Yeah.
Sheriff, yeah.
Isabel.
She hasn't taken any shit from anybody. Let's see.
And-
Jack in the cage. Alex comes to see him. She knocked out the camera. Jack saved Ben because he said he would. So is that just like him holding up to his honor?
Oh, I
say-
think when he says she didn't say that, are you talking about that bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they were testing him, because then she says, "Why the hell are you defending Juliet?" Because they know that she did say it. So
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
it wouldn't have made sense what she says unless they all know that she said it, and they're testing to see if Jack was going to back her up or not. So
Mhm.
it's more manipulation,
And this one was weird. So the ending of this episode, Jack and Juliet make a pact to hold Ben to his word that they're both going to be able to get off the island. I think Ben is impressed with Jack, and I think Juliet is too. I think with Jack and how he fulfilled what ultimately they wanted him to do. What do you think about that? I think Ben is just a little bit impressed with Jack and maybe his potential for whatever
Yeah.
Ben wants to do with him.
He says that's something like that's very clever at one point. He says to Jack that he was being very clever.
Yeah, about how he almost killed him halfway through the surgery to get what he wanted.
Right.
I think that's what he's referring to, isn't he? Isn't he saying, doesn't Ben say that was clever?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ben's very cold, isn't he? So I don't think that's that weird that he did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a normal person would go, "You bastard," but Ben's like, "Well done, well done."
Yeah, he's like acknowledging him on like the same kind of evil level or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Kate and Sawyer hashed it out about what happened, and I felt really bad for Sawyer.
Oh yeah, I think Kate's character is just not going
Horrible.
in the right direction. It's Also, I feel bad because
Why is she toys with men?
it's just so unnecessary.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I did feel bad because he's like, was it real? You know?
Oh, big
Yeah.
time. 'Cause
Yeah, she says
also,
no.
we know Sawyer is a big mean guy, but he's secretly a teeny tiny little teddy bear.
Yeah.
An emotional teddy bear. Nobody can see it.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a little sheep in a big fat wolf suit.
Yeah. And then
Let me ask you-
so what's the marking that Juliet got? What's the significance of it? And don't do one of these. Is that like is it a star? Is it a glyph? Is it how is it significant to the island? Is it significant to the island? Yes or no?
I actually don't remember. So
I honestly did not recognize the symbol.
Yeah.
It just looked like they had something metal and were
It
just
might
like,
have been something that was supposed to mean something later, and they never got
And they
back
didn't
to it.
to pick up on it. Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
But my question is did anybody else catch this? Did anybody else here at some point in these episodes? I don't remember which episode it was, but It was some rushed in a hallway scene where they're talking about Jack, and I think somebody said he's not even on Jacob's list.
Yep.
Yes.
Somebody,
yeah.
This is why I reacted like I did when Gareth said that, because I think I think this is a glimpse into Jack's role on this island, right? Is because we heard that. I don't know if that was this episode or the one before where they.
But it was
he wasn't even on Jacob's. Sorry.
This is the first time that Jacob, the name, is this
Yeah.
the first time that's ever been done?
Well,
Jacob
hold
was.
on a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
That's what I was talking about before when I was trying to be really subtle
Yeah.
and say there's a screen that says God loves you and so does Jacob.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
when was that?
In Carl's getting all these bombarded images.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
One of them says God
Yeah.
loves you and so does Jacob.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I'm like, who's Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first time. I just trying that we've heard the name Jacob is within these recent episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you know
yeah,
what?
so they say that, right? They say he wasn't even on Jacob's list, and then when he gets that tattoo, that's why I reacted about the tattoo, because I agree with you. I thought that all that stuff was kind of the episode generally I thought was a poor episode, but I thought it was a very significant point to the episode, which is Jack's overall role here, because that flashback where he's on Thailand, he's in a foreign land. And he gets that mystical tattoo that says he walks among us, but he is not one of us, right? And now he's in this foreign land. He's on a foreign island again, and they're talking about how he's not even on Jacob's list. You know what I mean? And I think we all know, except for MJ, what Jack's ultimate role is. But I think that's and that's why they gave it that little like woo-woo piece with the tattoo.
So is there a Jacob on
that
the
has some
island?
predictive.
Right. So just to double check, MJ. This is the first time you've heard Jacob, yeah? We haven't heard him in like things like when Jack's dad was talking to him, everything like that. This is definitely the first time he's been mentioned.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. I can't recall. I mean, besides seeing it on the wall for Carl.
Well, this marks the end, the decline of the show.
Stop.
That was so dramatic.
I'll tell you what.
You know how this show is literally one of the best things ever written.
This is the tipping point. The
next
The
season-
next
not
two
now.
seasons are like the best in the whole show. So
Yeah, the next season incredible, but Jacob.
Okay. I didn't like how this episode ended. I thought it was cheesy. I thought it was weird. It was like a kumbaya moment, but not.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
like-
good way to describe it.
Yeah. Because they've done those in the past, where Hurley's handing out food and everybody's laughing and blah 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 blah. And this was just like, meh.
Yeah, that was a weird. Yeah, what was that about? Yeah, I know.
Nothing. It was about nothing. It was about
They're all
filling
like
time.
having a big old hug. Yeah, that was odd. Because there's no sense that they've achieved something at that point.
No, there's nothing. There's no cliffhanger. There's not
Yeah.
a lot going on.
I've watched the first few minutes of the next one. I'm going to get confused in a minute. I couldn't resist it, guys. Did you see what's next? Have you seen what's next?
I don't remember what the next episode is.
I
Oh
can't
my
remember
God.
either.
I don't know.
Do you what's the title?
Yeah, you'll recognize the title. What's the title, Dave?
It's
It's something like Trisha Takanaka is dead.
Oh right.
Trisha
Okay.
Tanaka is dead. Yeah,
What are the
Remember that
next?
one?
So what are the next three?
that's a Hurley. Trisha Tanaka's dead, which is Hurley. Enter 77, which is Saeed, and Par Aviam, which is Claire.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember what the next Saeed's backstory is. I don't remember
I
what
think I
Claire's
do.
next one is.
Yeah.
I hope
Well,
it's good.
I absolutely remember what the hell the episode is. You hope it's good, what with Claire?
I hope the next episodes are good.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
excited for Claire to get literally anything because her personality right now is so bland.
Well, she's been seriously sidelined.
Oh, big
Yeah.
time.
I
Yeah.
don't think they know what to do with her. She's a pregnant woman. That's it. You
Yeah.
know,
Woman with baby.
eh?
Woman with baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. She was really important when you had these others that wanted to steal kids,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that whole
Saeed's
thing
episode's
was
always good. They're always interesting, like Saeed stuff, but
yeah.
I can't remember what it is.
Well, I remember this season being a season where you had some really great episodes and some episodes that weren't so great. And I just don't remember where they are in the season because it's been too long since I've watched it.
Yeah.
Does anyone, besides me, recognize the title of the next one? Sorry, MJ. Anyone recognize the title of the next one?
I
Yeah.
think I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Well-
do. I do.
To answer your question, Mike, it's not this week's episodes, but the next ones where we'll see the Nikki and Paulo episodes.
Oh God.
That's
Okay.
to answer your question.
I'm intrigued because I remember everyone was like, "What the hell?" But I can't remember what happened.
You put it out of your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put up a mental block.
Episode made me question whether everything.
Oh,
that
apparently
everyone-
I saw. I think it was on Wikipedia. I saw that
Mhm.
they'd written Nikki and Paolo because there was a rumor someone was going to die, and so that no one predicted it would be Echo, they had these two characters added to it, so no one would expect to be Echo. No, that's not.
Yeah, that's right. Because we
MJ
got
said
a glimpse of them a few episodes before. For the
yeah,
first
but
time.
apparently
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
because they were leading up to Echo's death. Apparently, that's what it says on Wikipedia.
yeah.
That's just somebody trying to come up with an excuse for their existence.
Well, thanks to Nikki,
Yeah.
we saw the eye patch man.
Mm. I think I can't. So I really cannot remember what happens in the Saeed episode, but I'm excited because usually where there's Saeed, there's Rousseau.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. I hope that's what that episode is about.
I don't know if it kicks in yet, but usually when there's Saeed, there's some violence as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
Poor
Yeah.
guy. It follows him everywhere.
No offense, but like if the hatch imploded, like, and you lived in the woods, and wouldn't you know what's going on? Wouldn't you want to go and say, "Hey, I heard there was an explosion. What's going on, guys at camp?" Nothing.
No, you know what?
Well, Rousseau-
Not even interested.
You
Yeah.
said Kate was feral, but Russo is truly feral. I
Yeah,
think
she's
would-
straight up crazy.
She would
So,
not go. She's like,
yeah.
they're up to some crap over there.
Mm.
I like her though. I miss her.
Yeah,
I
Mira
do
Furley
too.
always
I do
looks-
like her.
You know, they got the right actress. She always looks like she's
Mm.
deranged.
She can handle herself.
I like her, but not so
Even-
much her.
Even when she was delayed, she looked
Accent.
deranged.
Yep.
I'm a huge, but I feel like I should say sorry to James Krasinski. I'm a huge Babylon 5 fan, and she was amazing as Dylan.
Yep.
But yeah. But yeah, Russo's definitely out of her tree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have
Definitely.
a question for you all. What do you think of when Jack finished the surgery and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna thank you, we're gonna upgrade you or whatever," and then they put him in a cage?
Mom
you
might give
guys-
an upgrade.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, I know they moved him just because they needed somewhere to put Juliet, but
Mm-hmm.
do you guys
Yeah.
consider that an upgrade?
No, it happened,
I
to, it
wouldn't.
happened to me on my honeymoon. You know, we went to a hotel. Did you want to be upgraded? Yeah, they put us in a cage. It's really bad.
He got sunlight, so
Yeah,
Sure,
that-
It's a
That
common
is
problem.
true. Fresh air.
got fish biscuits. So
Yeah, fish
Amazing.
biscuits.
He still
about
got
it.
his
Oh, yeah,
sandwich
biscuits,
though.
Yeah, he
He
loves
still did get his
he loves
grilled
good grilled
cheese
cheese. Yeah.
Fish biscuits are better when there's chocolate along the top.
Ew.
So-
Yeah, absolutely.
Gross.
and jam in the middle.
That's exactly why they gave him that chocolate fondue machine.
So
No,
this is the downfall of Lost now. That's what I have to look forward to.
What's that?
What's that?
Before,
Is this the
'cause
downfall now?
I don't think
Everything
that-
anyone else agrees with me.
No.
After this?
You don't. No one else agrees with me, right?
What?
Well, yeah, I'm the
There's
only one.
still lots of good. There's still plenty of goodness.
Oh
All
no,
right.
I love season 4 to death. It's
Yeah.
it's the Jacob stuff I don't like.
How many episodes do we have left of 3? This would be
Oh,
the
there's a lot to go.
finale,
Yeah,
right?
we're only in the middle, right?
Oh, we're at
Yeah.
the beginning.
We're at 10.
There-
There's
what are there,
23.
20?
We're past the middle. That we had the mid-season finale thing a couple of episodes ago, so
Okay.
there's a
But
gap.
we're only on episode 9.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why they did. Maybe
10
they
is
did it
next,
for
and there's
narrative
23
reasons.
total.
Maybe I thought it was a good cliffhanger.
So the
do you know what I mean?
the mid-season was when? When did they
It
do
was. I've got it written down. Because remember, it was that thing where Jack says, "Run" to Kate.
So that was only like
Episodes.
That is so weird that was the mid-season. because
Yeah,
it's
that's
what I'm
the
trying to say.
beginning. Yeah.
the
I
season
guess because
period
they
got longer than
they
that.
used to start right in September, October, and then they break at like the holidays,
Yeah.
and so it's I guess the second.
Well, according to
Oh,
Gareth, it was a year and
probably.
a half.
In
So.
weeks.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I read, but yeah, fair enough. I'm sure I was wrong, Mike.
That's a bumper of a cliffhanger, if that's true.
Can you imagine my shock when I read that?
Yeah.
What? That's
18
ages.
years and we're still waiting for it.
Waiting.
When's the rest of the show going to show up?
This group of 6 was pretty fun, though. I will say there was a lot going on from like episode, what was it, 4 or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did we
Four.
start?
Yeah. 4 to 9.
4 to 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
We're at
a
an
lot of
we're at an interesting point in this show because this show at this point is kind of mixed this season.
Mhm.
It has a lot of ups and downs. But
Mhm.
yeah, season 4 is great. I think it's pretty much it's shorter, but it's uniformly great.
Mhm.
Season 5, I remember liking a lot. And season 6, Gareth and I are going to be arguing like every episode. We're going to be arguing probably.
Yeah. So season 5 carries on where season 4 kicked the sawdust and like reinvented Lost. Season 5 kind of carries on with that, and then obviously there's season 6.
Season 6 has its own personality.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, I'm too poorly. I can't do season 6.
He's allergic to too much woo. Too much woo.
Yes, Woo Central.
Whoa, y'all know that.
I think they actually changed the name of the show to just Woo, didn't they?
Well, it's Woo Island. They just changed it to Woo Island.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I want in the future. I want more Desmond. I want more Island Woo. I want more Smoke Monster. I need to know. We haven't had like we haven't seen Locke, hypothesize and figure out. I mean, the last thing he saw was Echo's stick to look up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I need to get some of those character storylines going again.
What do
I'm a
you
little tired of Ben right now.
of who?
I'm a little tired of Ben.
Oh.
And his name.
Well,
Well, he ain't going away.
What do you think of Desmond saying, Charlie, you're gonna die? Like, what do you think's gonna happen there? Or basically telling us,
He's
the
like, he's gonna
viewers,
die.
that Charlie's gonna die.
Basically, I mean, Charlie very well could die, and if Charlie doesn't die, then the universe will course correct.
Okay.
I think Desmond will
Not
die
look
instead
good for
of
Charlie at this point. Yeah.
Well, what's really good is that he's told him, and that affects Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's
if
not
somebody
really
said that to me, that would affect me.
Yeah.
I always
But
have
it's
it in the back of my head.
I think if they weren't good writers, they'd leave that, but they run with it. You know what I mean? And they go, okay, well, how would Charlie feel?
Yeah.
I think that's
I
really
had a
good.
fortune teller told me in high school I would live till I'm 88, and I still remember it crystal clear till this day. And I convinced myself I'm going to live till I'm 88.
Well, so far she's right.
So far.
But the power of suggestion when somebody tells you something like that,
Mhm.
it sticks with you.
Yeah.
She's going to be very disappointed on her 89th birthday.
Yeah.
What am
Your
I still
88th year
doing?
is
I was
gonna be
supposed to
crazy.
What's wrong, man?
You're gonna hunt that woman down. Oi, I've got a word with you.
Oh, she's dead by now, dude.
And she died at 88. She got the person wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna die when they're 88.
And it's me.
Well, MJ, I hope you die when you're 129.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Would you really want to live that old?
I want to live forever.
so do I.
Yeah.
You wouldn't?
Well, once you die, you live forever.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, energy doesn't die.
Listen, if
Just means you.
maybe my soul, but my body,
Oh yeah, I don't
I
want.
already got gray hair. I don't want a 129-year-old body.
Listen to Celeste complain to the old guys.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Hey,
gonna get
what?
gray.
Woe is you
What?
about your gray
we
hair.
could all,
At
we
least
could
you
all
have
be,
hair.
we could all be your parents, Celeste. We could.
No, it's funny because there's that thing in it. Well, who would want to live forever? Because you get bored, but I would love to live forever. Because I think you'd have
Break my
days
heart.
when you're fed up and bored and you're not liking it. And there'd be days when you wouldn't feel like that. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
You know, there are some. Might be a weird analogy, but I think it's kind of real. There's songs that I've played for 30 years, and some days I'm just doing it, and some days I really feel it.
Mhm.
You know, and I think that's true. You know, if you know you're gonna live forever, some days you will be like, I can't do this anymore, and then some days you'll be like, come on, let's go. What am I gonna do today? You know.
Yeah.
So I would like to live forever, please. Can you sort it out, please, Dave?
Here's another
I'll do my
question
best.
for you guys.
On you.
If you were in Desmond's shoes, would you want to be able to see the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be tortured by the future. I'd rather not know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I would try to course
good
correct
for
it.
Desmond so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Dave?
I'd have to think about that. I'd have to give that a lot of thought.
Okay, so I'm asking because there was a deleted scene. I'm sorry, I'm checking out the deleted scene.
That's great. That's great.
Between Locke and Hurley, actually. And so they're just on the beach. And I think this is the episode. I don't know, it's after they find Desmond. And so Locke is just fishing. Hurley comes up to him and he's like, hey, this is really weird. Like, there's no one's talking about it. Everyone's acting normal, but there was a giant explosion. Will got radiated, basically. And Desmond's being super weird. Like, what can we talk about this? And he asks Locke, are you a superhero? He's like, well, we all got zapped by an X-ray or whatever, so maybe you're a superhero now. Because he and Desmond are being really weird with the time and with, I don't know, stuff happening, and Locke is like, yeah, I don't know. They kind of go back and forth about it, and then Hurley asks Locke, well, would you want to see in the future? And Locke says no, because he says, I might not like what I would see. Which is a very Locke thing to say, but and then Hurley's all like
Yeah, I mean, Hurley would expect it to be bad news as well. He's definitely not an optimist, is he, Hurley?
Hurley is such an optimist. He's so glass half full kind of guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so, because I mean, off the island, no, but
stuff,
on the island, he's always the one who's just chill about everything.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Like,
he's the one
everyone's
that's
panicking about a giant monster, and he's like, "Hey, let's build a golf course."
Yeah.
Or, you know, like his
that
daily life
optimism
is
really
not him
important. Next
creating
episode.
problems for himself.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe that's how he'd feel about the future.
Yeah.
Instead of an agent of chaos, he's an agent of calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
An agent of joy.
He's
Yeah.
an agent of chill.
Mhm.
There was another deleted scene from last season. It was a nothing scene, but it was him and Charlie and I think Desmond or whoever, and they're just like, they're bored and they're just like, oh hey, let's go listen to music in the hatch because there are a bunch of records there. And that was pretty much the scene, but I think it was pretty telling of his personality.
I would love that. Do you know how people on YouTube have those like things that you could put on while you're working in the background or reading or whatever, and it's just like Dave, what you did with Olive with like the little scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So make a hatch with all the vinyl and just spin records like from the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Oh, that was great. You just reminded me. That was great when Des was in the past and they played the "Make Your Own Kind of Music" on it. That was cool. He had the song.
That song is so awesome.
Yeah.
That one and Downtown from Juliet.
Yeah. Somehow suits Juliet.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? What do you feel about Juliet now? Because obviously there's been quite a lot on her now after a beginning which was a bit more ambiguous. How do you feel about her now, MJ?
My gut tells me that she will be in an agreement with Jack, but she's still protecting her own skin. So I don't fully trust her. I think I trust her maybe 25%, where before it might have been 5%. So
But you probably still like her better than Kate.
Yes. Yes. Because she doesn't, I don't think she's as manipulative of Kate. She has her own style. Kate has her style, which is more relatable and more realistic. And then Juliet's style of manipulation is more psychological, just that stone cold look. So it's two different styles of manipulation going on here.
Mm.
Kate's more random, isn't she? She could blow a building up thinking that'll do me some good if I do that. Whereas Juliet would just try and talk to people and try and manipulate them by talking to people.
Or punch them in the face.
They both have the common interest of self-serving. Yeah, both of them still have self-serving interests. That's their commonality.
But Kate or Juliet, sorry, I think she's quite a few years older than Kate, isn't she?
Yeah.
So I think she would at least benefit from some just
might be
maturity.
We'll have to.
I don't know. I read online that Kate is 29. I don't know about
when
Juliet.
she's filming. When she's a lot older now. But...
No. I mean the character.
But...
Yeah.
We'll just have to age check. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there we go.
There we go.
6 episodes.
Yeah.
No. Talk for 2 hours.
Down. We got
it was worth every minute.
Tech issues and all.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And now I got
issues. It was seamless, MJ.
Thank you. I tried to jump timelines.
Much like the show.
All right. Well,
here's 3 more.
Yep.
On to the next 3.
Tanaka is dead.
What?
Spoiler.
Well, I got to cut out you guys.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
Well, all right. Thanks, everyone.
Namaste, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste.